Hello beauties and welcome back to my corner of the internet. If you are new here, then my name is Mariah, also known as Live Life's Beauty, and I'm so glad that you have joined me. So in today's video, we are going to be cleaning my workstation. It is horrific. I've been away for 2 weeks and I have been back for 1 week, and the kids have started school and I need to start back at work, aka my little hobby slash side hustle. So I've got a new mic and I'm hoping that my audio is corrected. My audio has been really bad every time I use the front facing camera like this, but this is the best way that I can film videos for you guys, where I can see myself in kind of a vlog style. So I'm hoping that it works whilst I'm at my desk and that you can still hear me crisp and clearly. But I'm hoping to do like a chit chat whilst I'm cleaning up for you guys. So without further ado, let me show you the mess that we are working with. So this is my office space and it is horrendous. So I'm going to start with moving everything. So this is a box that I have that I need to post my friend's present off to her because she just got married, and I did buy her a small little gift. A project that I was working on. I tried to turn some bikini bottoms into high-waisted bikinis for my holiday, but as you can see, that didn't turn out too great. So we're back to the drawing board with that. So I'm going to put this in my stash of sewing stuff. For now, I'm just going to put it over here. Again, just more holiday stuff that I need to sort out. We have a pillow for the chairs. Here's my friend's gift. How gorgeous. So I'm going to print out her wedding picture. I'm going to use the picture that I see her post the most on social media, only because like if you post that picture, like I would assume that like it's one of your favorite pictures. So I'm going to print that off because I do have photo paper, and I'm going to put it in there for her and then wrap it up really nice and gift it. That was my intention to do this today, but we just have so much to do. If I even turn the camera to show you my actual house, it would shock you. I mean, if you know me, it probably wouldn't shock you, but it is actually like really bad even for me. I'm not like a neat freak, but I'm not like have your house in absolute disarray, but this is absolute disarray. So many bags. I don't even know what's in this bag. Sure, I use this as my yarn bag, but I'm not going to use it as my yarn bag anymore because I have different bags now. More bags, clothes. This is a suitcase that I took on holiday, which usually houses my yarn. My cat is literally in this corner and I don't want to step on him, but also he does need to move. So I can put my yarn back in there now. And then the suitcase that we took on holiday, which is empty, but again, it should not be just thrown in the corner like that. Clothes, clothes, clothes. Ow! I just banged my foot. Snacks. A CD. This is, I'm going to turn this into a shopping bag, but I want to put like a really cute print on there. So this is going to go into my pile of like to be printed on stuff. And then this is my yarn bag of like current yarn stuff, but everything's just kind of in there because of me taking it out. And then this is my bag of yarn, which can now go back into the suitcase. I have a pillow on my chair, which I don't need. The chair is comfy enough without the pillow. close, and then here. Okay, so I need to move this close. Whoa. This is a bag of my sewing stuff. So as I did mention before I left for holiday, I was working on getting that bikini bottom done. So that's why my sewing machine is out. So that needs to go back because now sewing is over and crafting is here. Batteries, which would have been great because I was looking for batteries yesterday. Put them in the battery drawer. Now okay, hopefully you can still see me and hear me. It's starting to look a bit better, but since you were last here, I do have some actual bits and bobs that I've brought to make this space a lot more functional. And I'll show you these things because we're basically going to do like a proper clean and organized today because it needs it desperately. So my sewing machine does live up on this shelf, so I'm going to move this and I'm going to cover back up my sewing machine. When I pack away my sewing machine, I literally just bundle up the wires, I push it through this bit, and then I put the cover over it. Basically that's all I do, and then my sewing machine lives up here on this top shelf, and in here is all of my sewing supplies. If you want to see that video of everything I brought, then do watch. I can't remember the name of it now, but I will leave it up in the cards. Watch this video and you can see everything I brought for my non-existent sewing journey, and that just lives right next to it. I need to get like a metal tin. Now I realize why people have like metal tins and not these kind of tins, because as you can see, there's pins poking out of it and poking me. So I'm just gonna scooch that behind it, and that can live there. Since we last had the desk, we now have paper trays, and we have one more of these boxes. So I basically got these from a charity shop, and I use them to put my projects that I'm currently working on in there. So this is the cake topper that I did for my daughter's birthday, and I don't know what to do with it now that her birthday's over and she's used it. I could just take out the pins and stick it in her room, but her room's not really this theme. So I don't know. So it's just there for the time being. And then we have some sequins that need to be put into a case, which we will do together, because that is one thing that I need to do, is arrange like all the sequins because they don't have tubs. And then I went to the same charity shop and I found this, which was just some cardboards, which was some glitter cards, which, you know, you can't go wrong with them for the shape of cake toppers or cake toppers in general. So we'll use those. I think what I want to have in here though, because we've now got this paper tray, or shall I put it, I'll put this one more up because there's 4 compartments. So I'm going to put this, it's a bit wobbly, and then hopefully this can fit under it. Yeah, perfecto. I'm just trying to figure out why it's shaking. But we'll leave that for now. That is not on the agenda for now. Right, underneath this desk, I have a bag of stuffing, and this is not like stuffing. This is what I took from a pillow. Then I washed it and then I tumble dried it. So it's not as fluffy as like when you buy it from the shop brand new, but it is like usable because it is clean. It's just that it was tumble dried on a high heat, and I don't think I should have done that. And then I have my nail stuff. So I used to do nails. That was my full-time job. Then after I went on maternity leave and had my son, I decided that I no longer wanted to do nails for other people. So I do enjoy doing nails, but just not like doing it on other people, which I don't know. If you understand, then you will understand. If you don't, then you don't. But I kind of condensed all of my nail stuff. I still do my own nails and my family and close friends' nails. So that is why I still have nail stuff. And I'm going to put that in this corner because this is only like half of it. I still have a massive nail trolley in my bedroom, which I try to condense down, but I just can't. And honestly, I don't really want to because I do use it all. But I'm kind of moving towards doing just biab nails. But even with that, like, I don't like biab nails. I like acrylic nails because I am a nail biter, and the softness of the biab, I love it, and it just makes me want to bite my nails. But the hardness of the acrylic, I don't bite my nails. But acrylic is really stinky and takes a long time, but biab is really easy and has no smell most of the time. So yeah, and it burns, like it can burn your nails with the biab. Anyway, let's get back into it. So I purchased this, which my lovely little cat is sleeping under, from a bric-a-brac shop. Now I'm going to call them bric-a-brac shops because honestly there is a difference between bric-a-brac and charity shops. So this little stool slash desk was £3. Honestly, in a charity shop in today's prices, this would be like £15. And this is basically for my cricket. So one problem that I was having with my desk was that when I have my cricket out, it takes up the whole desk and there's not enough space. So with my laptop and the cricket, like I'm kind of like scrambling for space. So hopefully this is low enough for my cricket to be able to sit on it and be used. I hope it is once it's open. So I'm just going to test that out. Okay, so we still need to move these things over a little bit more. But yeah, so I'm going to have to move this. And then, okay, so it's not, the cricket's not all the way on it, but it's good enough. And I'm not worried about it dropping off because it has enough support on it. Is it? And it's got enough support at the back for the thing to go through. Now that I'm here, I'm thinking, should I put the cricket in this corner so that my legs aren't interfering with it? But will I be able to easily load and unload it? Because even though this is my desk, I still have other things in this corner, which may have to get moved to a different corner. So I'm going to take this out. So do you go like this? This is dropped. I do need this on my desk. Like ideally I want this like attached underneath the desk because when I do my toes in gel, I have to keep pulling it through, and obviously I don't want to keep doing that because it's going to weaken the desk and stuff. So I'm going to leave it up there for now. So I'm thinking when I'm on there, I don't want to be knocking my knees off here because I tend to focus myself more this side. So I think I am going to move it over to this side. Yeah, and then when the chairs tucked in, at least it will be knocking against this and not my Cricut, because I don't tend to work from this corner. So I'm gonna move this and move my desk over. Now I could have the Cricut like this, but I feel like that's too out. No, because it can't get all the way back when I do my projects. Okay, it's gonna have to go like this. Okay. I'm just like pretending, but I think that should be fine for now. I might have to get a little light though, like one of the little strip lights, just so I can see what it is I'm doing, but have this space open for the Cricut. That's fine. Then my box of card, I want to move this into this corner because it's not something I'm going to be reaching for a lot. That needs to be right on this end. This is my sticky thing, and then this is all of my stuff just congregated in there. Honestly, I need a bigger basket of supplies. I think that's okay because I can still grab my papers. Yep, can still see them, can still grab them. That's fine. Then you will have to go in this corner now. My stuff. Then where do we put you? I think you, if you can stretch, you may have to come around here. You may have to live on this side. So I'm thinking it's kind of really in the way here. I don't know if you guys can see this desk now. Let me bring you round. Look at my cat just chilling in the chaos. Hey little cat, you're a kitty cat. You're literally right by him now. Okay, so now we're just trying to figure out this kind of cord management situation. But I think this, oh, my head is knocking the top. I should be able to go here because if I'm following the cord, is it because I've put you in front of it? Yep. Okay, I put it in front of the leg of the desk, and I'm not going to lift up the desk because that's just going to make it unstable to bring it back around this side. But I need to find some way to put it under here. Once everything's plugged in, though, it's going to be like more bulkier than that. I have to find a way to clip it onto here. Then this is just like my laptop chargers and things that need to get plugged into there. What is this for? Is the printer? Yeah, this is the printer, which needs to be plugged in. then my light, which we'll cord manage around there. Okay, we're doing good so far. Oh no, I didn't bring it, guys. It's in the car. I basically have a sheet thing that I want to put on this, but I left it in the car. So another time I will do that, or you'll see me do that. I'm not quite sure yet. Right then, guys, so now we get to the fun part, which is actually sorting through this pile of stuff. Is what we are now going to sort out. So in these drawers, I basically have, the top drawer is everything to do with heat transfer stuff. The second drawer is all my glues and glitters, bits of paper, stuff like that. Then this is all of my card stock, and then this is kind of like miscellaneous stuff. So it's like when I have my nail business, my stickers, which I'm going to use for my cake toppers until they run out, and then get it reprinted. And then just like bits and bobs, the cricket mats, cutting boards, cellophane bags from when I used to do press on nails, a chalkboard, just random little things. What I want to do is sort out the card. So the problem with it all just being thrown in like this is that it's all just thrown in and it can get creased and bent. So all of the paper that is like full size sheets I'm going to take out and I'm going to put in my drawers section, but I kind of want to do it so that I have like clear card, color card and glitter cards, and then the only things that should be in here is paper and scraps. So I have like paper like this, which is what I was going to print my friend's picture on to put in the picture frame. So I will keep this out just because I hope to do that today. If I can take you along with me to do that, then I will. That will be tonight though, once the baby is in bed. At the moment he's having a nap, so you know what nap time is, guys. Nap time is hustle time. Things like this I might just leave in the drawer still because I'm not really going to use this anytime soon, but I do have some cake toppers to make, but I will remember that obviously I can use the glitter and I can use the plain red. But cards like this, like metallic-y ones, that will go with the glitter ones, and then just normal card will go with color cards, if that makes sense. So yeah, I have these which are like cut off on the edges, which is fine, but we will put that in the pile. And then I always test my design on plain paper, so I have smaller cards which I'm just going to leave in there because that's fine, that size. It's mainly the full sheets that I want to get out because I don't know if you can see that, but you can just see that they're kind of bending and I just don't really want them in the drawer anymore. Part of me wants to still leave the card in the bags just to weatherproof it. I hopefully, touch wood, will not have any issues with this house, like a leak or something come through and ruin all my paper. But you know, I think for that extra bit of mind, I don't know what you call it, I will just leave it in the bag. And then everything else is kind of like half sheets of stuff and my test runs of stuff, which I will take out actually, so that in there is just cards that I can actually use, because I always do like a test run on normal paper before I print it off on card. This is a crisp bag, what you would call it, but I use these as party favor bags. So instead of using it to wrap a chip bag, I just put like anything that you would put in a party bag to give to somebody in these. I think it's just more cuter and less wasteful. I know it's probably still wasteful, but obviously it's like a gift bag that you're going to give to somebody, but it looks like a chip bag, and I think that's really cute. So that's what I use these for. and I'm gonna start designing some and selling them like that. And when I design them, I will be selling them as party favor bags. They will not be chip bags, what other people use them for. So that's just an idea for you guys. Once it's out of card, I think it is more than sturdy enough to hold things in them. And then this was it as an even smaller size, which I think was so cute. Like, you could definitely use this for like the classroom, which is what I'm going to do for my youngest daughter, and just put like a Haribo and you know, a little toy in there, and just give them to the children in the class. And you could even do this with paper. You don't have to do this out of card because it is strong enough to hold that. But if you want to do it out of card, you can. Again, this is just out of paper, and look how vibrant them colours have come out. I mean, that's been in there now for 6 months, but I'm opening that up and I think that looks so cute. So that's the smaller size. And then I had to buy this acetate, which I'm so sad about because it's so thick, it does not cut. But this is the only one they had in the shop. And then I had to go back again and buy the bigger size because this did not fit over the cake toppers. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this size acetate yet, because, or this kind of thickness of acetate, because this is not the size I want. If I can find the other, I want like this acetate, which is so thin you can hear it, whereas this one, you can just hear the difference in sound waves. It's so thick. I had to cut this like 4 times with my machine just to cut out this circle, whereas this obviously just went in one pass. And I have some cake toppers that I need to do for some birthdays coming up, so, and for my actual designs that I want to design for my website. So now everything in here should just be like the half pieces of card and the small pieces of card, not anything with an actual design on. Like something that I've designed and put it in there shouldn't be in here anymore. So I have a lot of stuff. When I first started my business, I did put a post on Facebook to ask if anyone had any art supplies or arts and craft stuff that they were getting rid of. And a lovely friend of mine, well, I'd say she's my friend because she is a friend now, but we used to go to school together, and she basically popped me up and was like, I have so much stuff, like, if you're going to use it, you can come and get it for free. And I offered to give her some money, and she was like, absolutely not, it's fine, I'm just happy that it's going to a good home. So if you're just starting up your business, then definitely ask around, because lots of people have like arts and crafts stuff that they just think they're going to get around to using, and they never do, and they're happy to get rid of it. So I got a lot of things from her, and I'm just so grateful because it's honestly the people that you least expect it. Like, obviously we're not like friends like that, but we are Facebook friends. So that was really kind of her to just pop me up and be like, yep, you can have them, come and get them. So I really appreciate that, because she has been a huge help to, you know, my startup business. And then I forgot that I have some in here that I'm going to sort out. So we just have these in the charity shop. So I'm just separating the full pieces from these more smaller pieces, and put the smaller pieces in the drawer, and we'll put the full pieces in there so that I can use this box as my pending projects box. Some really nice cards in there. £6 for all of these cards and a free box. I mainly got it because I wanted the box. I don't know if it was the same person that's just donated, or if they put it in these boxes to put on the shelves, because when I went in before, This was like obviously separate times, and the boxes are exactly the same, but the stuff in the boxes are completely different. I could move the... I'm running out of space already for my shiny cards, so that tells me you don't need any more cards. Oh, this was £8. It wasn't £6. It's £8 card box. Obviously, when you have a business, well, it's not obvious, but when you have a business, you can like keep the receipts and stuff for tax purposes. I haven't got round to doing that yet because it's more of a hobby now than a business, but I still do keep my receipts. So I don't know like if in the future I can claim this, or it has to be like the year that you brought it, because you obviously do buy stuff for your business and it obviously accumulates a price. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So here we have the dreaded drawer. The other day, my daughter had these chewing gums and she finished them, and I'm going to put the big glitter in here. My son did chew around here, but for now, I don't really want to buy trinklets. I'm definitely talking to myself and about myself here, but I can get carried away in all the prettiness of like a business and not the practicality. So things like this, I'm going to leave them because they're just on a sticky thing, but I do have this where you can obviously put things in, but because I make shaker cake toppers and I want to take things out individually, I've got these so that I can just open it and shake it out, rather than if I were to open this and try to shake something out, they would all come out at once. So in here, I think I'm going to have more bigger things I can just pick up. But I definitely need to transfer some glitters into these because they're just spilling out in the drawer. So I didn't have time to sort it out, so I just threw everything in the drawer. So I'm going to take these out now. This is a ring which shouldn't even be in there, so I don't know why it's in there. And then I'm also going to take out things like this because I no longer need this. This was my first ever cake topper that I made, guys, and I absolutely loved it, and I absolutely left it and totally forgot about it for my son's birthday. So I went through all that effort to make him a cake topper, and then it didn't even use it because I left it at home. But troubleshooting with this was that it is curved. So I've learned along the way how to not make that, and now this is quite flimsy, as you can see. I mean, it has been stuck in a drawer, you know, because his name is really delicate. I now know how to not make that happen. But when you're learning, it's all part of the learning game. But I think for my first ever attempt, I think that's absolutely gorgeous and still really, really beautiful. And definitely something that I'm going to offer when I officially start up my business. So things, the glitters like this, they are fine because they can obviously be just screwed back on and they're good to go. They look so similar, but one is like a brown and one is like a gold. So anything in pots like that is fine. But if you can see in this corner, you can see that they have all fell out because they were just in bags. So anything in a bag like this, once I open them, I will put them in these containers. But I will put these in the container anyway because we're doing that today. So I'm going to take out all of my bagged confetti. I just hope they can fit because they look quite big, bigger than my tubs. And I'm going to get them into the containers. Now this I may just leave because that is a lot and that seems to be okay so far. But then little things like this, I'm going to put them. I'm going to leave these because these are a closed bag, or I could even transfer them into here to get rid of some space. We'll see about that. I'm just trying to take everything out, and then I have some glue. This is what I put my glue in. So I transfer my glue from this to this, which honestly such a huge help, but I really prefer the smaller ones like this. I'm sure I have a smaller one than this somewhere. I need to find it. That helps with the precision of the things, because the precision of the things, wow, can you even talk? The precision of the glue, because even though this is quite a fine tip, honestly it is not finer than this, which really gets the glue where you want it to be. We have some glitters. We have a number 4 that I cut out and never used. Some scissors. I can take these off here just to save some space. And I brought these for when I do the chip bags, to give the top the zigzag design. And those were only $1.29 from, where were they from? Card Factory in the UK. My scissors. I do have crafting scissors and sewing scissors. My crafting scissors stay in here and my sewing scissors stay in the blue bag that you've seen, and they are different handles, which is also very convenient for me to remember. As I'm opening this drawer and emptying this drawer, I don't know if the camera is picking up how much that has just exploded everywhere in the drawer. The next purchase, which I'm not going to do anytime soon, but when the business is actually a business, is buy a heat gun that you don't have to plug in. Just the simple things in life that make your life that little bit easier. I would love to have a folder or a bag to put all of these in. I might have a look, because my kids are like throwing away their pencil cases because they have new pencil cases. So I may steal, well, it wouldn't be stealing, to take their pencil case and put all these loose things in them, and then have a space for them. Things like that I can put in the containers. I have so much stuff. All of these things were free from my friend on Facebook. She literally gave me all of these things, glitters, ribbons, everything, for free. So appreciative of her. A lot of these things though I will have to like make and just have it as a one-off design, which I'm fine with. So they won't be like things that are offered on the website as like a purchase continuous kind of thing. Then we have some ribbons, which are always lovely, and some sequins, which they could even be like for my nails, but I'm not going to use them for nails. I'm going to use them for the shakers. More gems, ribbons. Diamantes. And my foam dots. I definitely need to find a container for those, because those are already creasing up on themselves and they were not cheap. Okay. So that was as good as you're going to get in terms of ASMR of sequin pouring, because honestly I feel like that would have been great if everything would have fit into the containers. So a lot of the sequins were too big for the containers that I brought, so they were just spilling out and I had to kind of put them into 2 containers. So that is one thing I will get in the future, is 1, more containers, and 2, bigger containers. So a lot of the things still were unopened, so I left them in their bags when I put them back in the drawers. And anything that was loose, I tried my best to condense, or anything that I thought would fit, I tried my best to condense. So a few things just looking back that I want to mention is that I am in my living room. My office desk is a corner of my living room that I have dedicated as a workstation. Apologies for the banging. My son is having a field day with the remote. I have left this voiceover to when he's now awake, because at nap time was cleaning time today. So yeah, it is in a corner of my living room, and the only things that I plan to do to improve this space is get a new drawer. So this plastic drawer I do want to swap out for a more sturdier drawer, because my printer is on it, and when the paper prints out it does shake it a lot, and ideally something that locks, because again it is in my living room and my son does know how to open the drawers and he does know how to touch the printer, and obviously that is not something that I want to continue. Those are not purchases that I will be getting straight away, but obviously I will be getting them. But for now, this is the space that we're working with. It's so much clearer and it's such a nicer place to invite me to sit down and work. So if you have a small space, then I'm hoping that this helps you to get your space under control. So guys, we have reached the end of the video, and I really hope you enjoyed this little clean and organized of my small living room office space, just to show you guys that even though your space is small, you can still do a lot with it and a lot of creating in it. So thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like crafting content, because we have so much more of that coming up. And in the meantime, do not forget to live life's beauty, because life is beautiful and it's out there waiting to be lived by you. Hopefully I will see you in another video. Bye.